6 reasons eating less helps you get more done. Number one, your body only has a finite amount of energy, right? Maybe you could pound some Red Bulls and give yourself a little bit more energy, but you're going to pay the price on the back end with sugar crashes and everything else. That's if you drink too much. But let's say you get 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep. You have a finite amount of energy each day. So if you keep filling your stomach with food, more food than you actually need, your body's going to be using a lot of that energy to digest food, and your brain is going to suffer. Energy that could be transferred to your brain to help you think clearly and operate efficiently is going to be used on food. That's why you feel tired after you eat lunch. You have a 3 p.m. crash. Number two, your body isn't processing and reacting to toxins and ingredients. Most of us are not eating super clean, healthy food all of the time, every day. Let's be real. We don't know what they are putting in the food. We don't know. We don't work there, most of us. We don't know exactly what's going in there. But from what we do know, there are a bunch of evil assholes out in the world that want to increase profits. So they're adding fillers and they're doing all kinds of things to our food to make more of it so that they can make more of a profit, and they can actually include less of the original ingredients into packages, and they add a lot of fillers to fill it up and make you think you're getting a good deal. So when you're eating too much of that stuff, not only are you using energy to digest all of that stuff, but it's zapping your energy and making you feel like shit. Most of us don't think about that. Number three, your body goes into fat burning mode and speeds up your metabolism. So again, if your stomach isn't completely full of food all the time, then your body's gonna use more energy to do what it's supposed to be doing, which is burning fat. Your metabolism's gonna go up. You're not weighing your system down all the time. And it's proven caloric deficit puts your body into fat burning mode because your body starts using excess stores of fat as energy. Wild animals, let's say when it's cold or in the mountains or whatever, if cougar or whatever the hell lives out there kills a moose, they're gonna eat the fat, especially if it's cold, because if they only eat the meat, they're going to die. I don't know why exactly it works like that, but if you look at any carcass, all the fat is gone because fat is fuel. And if you quit putting too much fuel in your system, your body's going to start eating fat and using it for fuel. You're going to go into fat burning mode, and it's going to speed up your metabolism. Number four, your body produces growth hormone to help with cell repair and production. So again, this is another thing. I don't have the science on it, but I do know that when your body goes, God dang it, I should have researched this before I started recording this, but it's called cellular mitosis, is when you're fasting. After so many hours of not putting food in your system, and your body starts looking within itself for nutrients and fuel sources, your body starts repairing its own cells. It's called cellular mitosis. So just on a side note, studies are showing that a lot of diseases and impairments with the body are caused from not letting your body repair cells the way it's supposed to. People who are constantly stuffing their face with food and they never give their body a break and allow the body to start going into cell repair mode, they are more likely to wind up with diseases that are caused by damaged cells that are not allowed to be repaired. Number five, mental clarity, easier to focus, and you feel lighter. So when you're not using all that energy, when you're not using all your energy to be digesting food, the energy is used by your brain. And I know for sure that I like to operate on an empty stomach. Like right now, I haven't eaten anything in like 6 hours. I like to operate on an empty stomach because I can think faster, I can think clearer, I feel better, I feel less anxiety, I feel less emotions, and my brain is just able to operate on a higher level. Then number six, how much to eat and when. It's not necessary to keep eating if you're not using a lot of energy, right? Sometimes brain work actually does use a lot of energy, but more like physical work. If you're doing a lot of physical work, you definitely need to eat and keep those calories going in. But if you're like 70% of the US population, that you don't have a strenuous physical schedule every single day, then you're actually putting too much fuel into your body. You're eating too much. So when your body doesn't use up all that fuel the way it's supposed to, it turns into fat. It gets stored. You're not going to refuel your car every time you drive, right? I don't think anybody does that. Well, maybe some OCD people, but nobody in their right mind refuels their car every time they drive somewhere, right? Let's say just they drive 10 miles. They don't stop at a gas station, put fuel in there. It doesn't make sense. So if that's the case, then why do we keep on adding food to our system when we actually don't need it? Our body will tell us when we actually need food. You'll start getting jitters and you'll start feeling all kinds of ways. Feeling hungry is just from bad eating habits. Your body's used to shoving food in your mouth every so many hours, but you actually don't need that much. I work out on an empty stomach. I spend my first few hours of the day on an empty stomach. I eat a little bit, and then I have a slightly larger lunch, and then I have about the same size dinner. I eat maybe half as much to a third as the average person, and I'm able to get 10 times more done than the average person. It's just common sense. Take time and think about it and try it out for yourself.